this is Billy at Bakersfield Tough. We've got something kind of fun for you guys today. We're out here at Riverlakes, and one of my favorite spots in Bakersfield, just because it's so unique, and yeah, I bring a lot of people here that visit Bakersfield just because it kind of throws them for a loop. They're not used to seeing something like this. And we're out here today with Tyler Blanchard, right? And Steve Merlot. Yeah, and we're gonna do a little, now, just before we get started here, you have to be a member to come out here and fish, right?
Yes.
You can't just not anybody come out here. So you got to find someone that lives out here that you can go fishing with, right? Yeah.
Or buy a home.
Or buy a house, right? That'd be probably the better way to do it.
That's easy.
Yeah. I always thought it'd be cool. Like you look at this right here. Let me pan in. It would be cool to kind of go out in your backyard and throw a line out and do some fishing. That'd be neat. Yeah, but this is right in the middle of Bakersfield. And so what kind of fish are we going to find in here, do you think? I mean,
there's catfish, bass, crappie, bluegill.
It's all here, right? Now I always see on my Facebook posts, I'll see something come up, and there's people pulling pretty good size, like catfish and bass sometimes. I mean, there's some big ones in here, right? I mean, every once in a while.
All right.
Yeah. So we're gonna try. We're just gonna go around here and kind of do some fishing and have a good time with it. What do you think?
I haven't been guided in a long time.
All right, there you go.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let's get into it. Let's have some fun. Okay, so we're gonna start off with bluegill, right? I mean, that's what we're gonna try to go for.
Yeah.
Well, whatever will bite.
Now we have two different approaches here. Now I see. Now Steve, you're gonna go. What are you gonna go with here?
Me, I'm going to try a mealworm under a bobber.
Okay. And Tyler, you're gonna go a little. You're gonna go old school, right? I mean, what do you?
Go with a little piece of hot dog under a bobber.
So we got two different approaches. We've got a mealworm versus hot dog, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see it. You catch a lot of stuff out here with hot dogs?
Basically, you can catch anything out here with a hot dog.
Man.
There's all kinds of different hot dogs you can choose.
Right. Now we're here, Steve. I noticed that we're kind of around this fountain here. Is that a spot where a lot of fish hang out?
Oxygenation in the water, you bet.
So anywhere where you have water movement like that, you're going to get...
Fish are attracted to it.
Yeah.
But what I've got to do is figure out how deep it is out there for it.
All right, so we got our first catch here.
The big old bluegill.
Yep. It's a pretty good size for a bluegill.
Yeah, man, that's pretty nice. Pretty.
Yeah.
Female.
Right.
You know, you can tell it's a female because it doesn't have the bull sharp drop off on the head.
Yeah.
It just tapers in.
Huh.
And also just really a nice fish. I know a lot of people out there would sure like to eat this.
Yeah.
I know I would.
Yeah. But this whole place is catch and release, of course.
Oh yeah. They could probably use a little bit of management.
Yeah.
I think we'll turn her loose for another day.
Yeah. So now we got...
They're not all big.
No. So it appears that the mealworm's working a little bit better right now than the hot dog. A little bit.
Well, that's because the bluegills will usually hit natural things like insects and stuff.
Yeah.
Hot dog is more for catfish and stuff like that. Although if there's no feed in here, then of course the fish will hit anything.
Yeah.
Because they're hungry.
Right.
But there appears to be plenty of. I know if there's bass in here, the bass will eat the bluegill the size of what I just caught.
So Tyler, do you have more luck out here, you think, in the morning or at night? I mean...
I'd say at night.
Yeah? About 5 o'clock-ish or something?
Yeah, about 5 to 8 or 9-ish.
Yeah? Okay, I want to show you guys how cool this is. Of course, you can see down here, that's kind of, I don't want to say the entrance, but that's one area, the western side of this place. And as you go this way, it kind of veers into these channels. It'll go out here, kind of where we're fishing out there, or you can go, way down there. Now, they do allow you to have boats out here. You can kind of see these boats on the water's edge, but they got to be electric. There's no motorized boats allowed out here. And but yeah, very cool. I mean, can you imagine actually having a house, going out in your backyard and doing some fishing? Yeah, that's pretty neat. So, very cool. So we've got another one here. Pretty good sized, right? I mean,
this is a giant bluegill. You know how many people would love to catch it? This is another field. See how the female, you see how everything comes down in one. The males it comes down and has a really sharp, blunt nose. Actually, drops straight off. It's like a ledge there on the
Yeah.
nose. So this is another female. And I want to get her back in the water as soon as I can.
Need some pliers.
Keep got them handy. Here.
Man, another one, number 4 here. Relatively fast too. And it looks like we got another bluegill.
And it's another female.
Man.
Raise your pliers again, please. Yeah.
Now we had the hot dogs, haven't really been hitting on the hot dogs too much. And the mealworm was kind of working, but man, these things, the night crawlers seem like they're working pretty good.
Yeah, they normally do.
Night crawler, generally you'll be able to catch anything on a night crawler, right? Everything from, I mean, there's not very many fish that are going to be turned down a night crawler.
This is another female.
Yeah.
They're just beautiful fish. People kill to catch bluegill this big.
Yeah. So Steve, I noticed you're using a, looks like a triple mealworm, right?
Well, just something to draw the attention. The fish can smell
See
it in
it
the water.
there.
This has got three mealworms on there.
Yeah.
And just throw it out there and let it lay on the bottom till something comes along. And
Yeah.
they, you know, the fish can actually smell this stuff in the water.
Really?
Oh yeah, and they can home in on it.
Yeah.
That's why when you throw it out, you're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, eventually the scent will get dispersed in the water, and the fish will pick it up, and he'll home in on it just like a heat-seeking missile, or
Yeah.
you know.
All right, Steve. Well, you actually pulled up a crappie here, and yeah, I didn't realize there was crappie in here, but I guess there is, huh?
Obviously,
Yeah.
they're having a little bit of a problem. You can see how big, how giant his eyes are and his head is,
Yeah.
and how small and tapered and skinny the body is. That means there's so many in here that they really need to manage it a little bit better and pull some of these out. There's only so much feed available to them.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you have private lakes like this that they want you to catch and release. They need to have some sort of a day where everybody comes out and catch and keep day or something like that. And what it does, it manages each species.
Yeah.
So that eventually you end up with, you can have either several really big ones in the lake, or you know.
But the bluegill we saw were pretty good size,
very
right?
good shape. Yeah, those are very nice.
Yeah.
But this crappie is it's a nice one. And then
Yeah.
as far, but he doesn't have the weight to him that you would like to see.
And that's a male?
I don't know. You can't tell this time of year. Well, you can. Actually, this is a female too,
Okay.
because it has 2 holes.
Right. Now, will those breed here in a captive lake like they would in a?
Yeah. In fact, that's probably what's wrong with this
private
fish. There's so many out there. People don't fish for them because they don't realize that there's crappie in here.
Yeah.
But if you were to use a little minnow under a bobber and get it out there, there's no telling what you might catch. So
Yeah.
they're beautiful little fish. They're extremely good eating,
Right.
but they're nothing like the ones we catch at Isabella, if you remember, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and turn him loose.
All right.
Her loose. I think the males are on strike today.
Well, Steve, you caught how many fish today?
5.
5 fish, and I don't know how long we've been out here, about an hour?
A little lower.
A little over an hour. I mean, and
I had 2 on it. I had 2 rods out and lost one on this
Yeah.
rod, a bluegill on this rod, and a bass on this rod. And they both got away.
right. And I had a bass right up the shore, and I was asking you guys to grab the camera, and it jumped off right when I was.
Yeah, you never ask for the camera. Catch him first, and then ask for the camera.
Yeah. But I think you were surprised to see a crappie in here, right? Is that you looked a little?
I've known they were in here. I've been told before.
Right. So we basically have 5 species of fish, right? Primarily, we got the.
We got bluegill, crappie, bass. We heard catfish, and he was telling me there's some big carp in here too.
Wow. Okay, well, we're back out here, and we're gonna do some little bit more night fishing, right?
Yes, sir.
Kind of died off a little bit, about 9 or 10,
Yeah.
and we're gonna try to do it. Now, are you still? Are you on hot dogs right now?
Yeah, we normally use the hot dogs for the catfish or a bass, but
Yeah.
right about this time it's all catfish.
Okay, cool. We'll just get it on, keep going. Man, so we got something big here, right?
I hope.
Yeah. And now, what were we using for bait here?
My secret. Oh,
Oh man, look at this thing.
doesn't that beautiful?
So hot dogs on this?
Hot dogs on a little baby hook right now.
Yeah.
Jason, hurry up! This is a little ass hook. I was actually putting a hot dog on your daughter's hook, and We seen. Get ready, Jason. It's right there. Yeah. And we seen my bobber move. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, this is a
Decent cat.
yeah.
Oh, he's about to take off.
He looks pretty decent.
He's tired now. Let me do a circle with that. Beautiful. It's all you, little hook, Jason.
Nice. Nice one.
Yeah.
On a little hook.
That's a small hook catch.
Man, not bad. Yeah. Man, that is a pretty good sized catfish, I will say, right there.
Let me show you the size of the hook, though.
Okay.
See the fishy, Jace?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't expected that.
Man. And that was on a hot dog.
I was on a little tiny piece of hot dog.
Man, not bad. We're out here, what time do you think it is? About 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock on hot dogs.
Yeah, 6:30.
6:30 on hot dogs. Very cool.
Hold it.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is what we've about been catching.
Yeah.
That's the average, really.
Yeah. So there's bigger catfish out here than that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Very cool. All right, well, Tyler, we came out here and you kind of had the catch lead tonight, right? On you're doing the hot dog thing,
Yeah.
and I've been on worms. Not really too much going on that, but so hot dogs it is at night, and maybe worms in the day or something. I don't know. Anyway, I want to thank you. We had a lot of fun out here today. It's a beautiful place, and if you come out here, make sure you get someone that lives here, so because they'll come up to you and ask you.
Yeah, you get kicked out.
You get kicked out and all that, and that's no good. So yeah, beautiful place. Look at this place, man, at sundown. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Man, something else. Anyway, very cool. This is Tyler. This is Billy. This is Bakersfield Tough.